Okay, this is part 4 of my evaluation. First question was, did we think we reached our target audience? Well, our target audience were sort of teenage girls to young adult women and a few males. Well, in our class we had teenage girls who did seem to understand the narrative of the video, and they commented very positively, and so did some of the guys. So that to me says that we did sort of appeal to our target audience. Obviously, we don't really have a lot of young adult women around, so we couldn't really get their opinions. But from what we could gather, we've pretty much reached our target audience. Our colour scheme and other elements within our ancillary products reinforced our representation of our artists, and therefore that appealed to our target audience. For example, the italic typography and the black and gold colour scheme. We used the opposite colour scheme for the inside of the DVD cover to the outside. For example, on the outside it was sort of black, and on the inside the background was white. So these represented feelings that are kept inside, and it kind of represents that what is perceived on the outside and what would emotionally appeal to conscious young girls and women. Second question, what did we include that we thought would appeal to the target audience? Well, locations were a big part of appealing to our target audience. So most of the video was set in a home where young couples would sort of live together, or sort of it would appeal to young couples who are like going through the same situations. Some shots were in alleyways and in streets, which would sort of represent like low-class males from East London, which sort of represented the rapper phase who was in the video. We also used a lot of jewellery on the artist, her heels, the clothing of Naina. This would also appeal to girls who like really care about their image and the sort of perhaps like feminine, maybe a bit posh as well. Certain props are used within the scenes, such as pictures, teddy bears. These sort of things would have like appealed to that sort of teenage girls. Our colour schemes used in our ancillary products were fashionable colours, so black and gold are sort of coming in fashion now. This would connote sophistication, rarity and mystery sometimes as well. Our focus group agreed that our flashbacks within the video would bring out elements of the relationship of the couple, and that this would be effective. So we put that in, and it did successfully sort of come out as we wanted to. Mobile phones and the TV are sort of a big part of today's society, and so this is why we chose to use them and apply them in ways in which viewers and the audience were sort of able to like empathize and sort of like what's the word sort of apply the situations to their sort of life, and you know, things that they've sort of been through, and they'll see something like, oh yeah, like that happened to me. What was successful according to our audience feedback? A few things here. Some people said that our effects that we used were quite imaginative. The variety of shots and the variety of locations, and also the cliffhanger at the end. Again, variety of shots, mise-en-scène was strong. The main image is really good, really captures shots from the music video. So yeah, I can sort of understand why, I'm not to boast or anything, but I can sort of see like what they meant, and that it really shows that they're actually paying attention to the video, and they're, you know, really captured by it, and they actually get what we're trying to put across. The variety of locations I thought was really good, because we actually did try and do a variety of locations, like as many as possible, because we didn't want our couple to be sort of, you know, just stuck in the home all the time. So we kind of brought them out, took them out a few places, you know, had a few shots here and there, so sort of just, you know, mix it up a little bit so it's not too all in one place. Areas for improvement, I think some people said that the lighting at the beginning was too dark. I do agree with that. In some places the lighting was dark, but unfortunately there's not much that we could have really done because, you know, in the room that we were trying to film in, there wasn't a lot of light available, nor was there any sort of, you know, big studio amp lights that we could have had. So, I mean, we did our best, but, you know, that's a fair point. The mise-en-scène during the piano scene, yeah, I agree with that. Some people said they saw, you know, the fire extinguisher in the corner in the piano scene, which was set in our hall, and it's sort of thing that we didn't actually notice until afterwards. And we thought, you know what, we can't actually go back and do it again because our deadline had already passed and everything. But it's something definitely to consider for the future. What else? A few people said that the typography of Nana K on the ancillary products was a bit too curly, and it was a bit hard to understand. I couldn't understand that because from the first time I saw it, the N at the beginning did look like an M on the side. So, you know, at first glance it would look a bit confusing, but then afterwards you look at it closely and you understand what it's saying. So, I mean, that's not really a big deal, but it is a fair point. One person said that the piano shot should have been removed. For me, they disrupted the flow of the music video. That also was a fair point, and if someone said that, then obviously it could have been constructed a lot better than we actually did have it, because it is supposed to not just break up the flow of the video, but it's supposed to just flow within the video. So that's what some people thought. But well, from our opinion, how can it be improved? Obviously, I mentioned lighting. The lighting in our video could have been much better prepared. It was difficult to find good lighting, but you know, there's always got to be a way. So we should have done that. Should have looked into it a bit more. We could have been more organised when shooting. This, I think, would have saved like bags of time. You know, sort of ruffling through papers. Oh, what shot do we have to do now? I mean, I think, to be honest with you, if anything, we might have been a bit too over organised. I mean, we had like the shot list, we had the call sheets, we had like literally everything on us. It was sort of hard to look through and see exactly what we needed at what time. So maybe we could have come up with like just one sheet that will have everything on it and just gone by that, really. I think we could have been more creative with the types of shots and the editing. I think I've been looking at a few other music videos and that I thought really were really creative with their shots and their editing and everything. And I thought, you know, they've given me really good ideas. I've posted a few on my blog as well. But the thing is, with our song, the pace of it is quite slow, and to have really no fast cuts, fast editing, really flashy lights and everything, it wouldn't really suit the pace or the themes of the song. So I thought, you know, although like we could have been more creative, I think it was well suited for the song. The backdrop in the studio, if you'd notice, there was like a little patch on the black at the back. I think that could have been checked before we actually used it, although it wasn't our fault. We tried to cover it up and everything, but, you know, it just really didn't work. Hopefully, I mean, you know, I'm grateful it doesn't really like stand out too much, but still it looks a bit dodgy if you look really closely again and again at it. Also, we should have scheduled the last few meetings with Naina a lot better, because we needed to get pictures for our ancillary text, which we didn't actually shoot ourselves, but she did give us permission for us to use the pictures. She sent them to us. So yeah, although what we had on the ancillary text, so at the back of the DVD cover, all the pictures that we had, they're not the actual pictures that we planned to have, but they did work well in the end. So quite happy about that then. Thanks for watching. Bye.